Once upon a time, there was a tall man who lived in a small village. He was the tallest man in the village, and he was also the saddest. He was sad because he was different from everyone else. He was too tall to fit in the houses, and he was too tall to ride the horses. He was also too tall to find a wife, because no woman wanted to marry a man who was so tall. One day, the tall man decided to leave the village. He walked for many days, until he came to a big city. In the city, he found a job as a guard at the palace. He was good at his job, and he was soon promoted to captain of the guard. The tall man was happy in his new job. He was finally able to find a place where he belonged. He was no longer the odd one out. He was part of a team, and he was respected by his colleagues. One day, the tall man was on duty when a group of bandits attacked the palace. The tall man fought bravely, but he was outnumbered. He was eventually defeated and captured by the bandits. The bandits took the tall man to their hideout, which was a cave in the mountains. They locked him in a cell and left him there. The tall man was scared. He didn't know what the bandits were going to do to him. He sat in his cell and cried. After a few days, the bandits came back to the cave. They opened the cell and took the tall man out. They led him to a large fire, where they were cooking a pot of stew. The tall man knew what was going to happen. He was going to be eaten. He closed his eyes and waited for death. Suddenly, there was a noise outside the cave. The bandits looked up, and they saw a group of soldiers. The soldiers had come to rescue the tall man. The soldiers fought the bandits, and they eventually defeated them. The tall man was freed, and he was taken back to the city. The tall man was happy to be back in the city. He was also happy to be alive. He had learned that even though he was different, he was still valuable. He was still a part of the world, and he still had a place to belong. The tall man lived a long and happy life. He never forgot the day he was rescued from the bandits, and he never forgot the lesson he learned that day. That even though we are different, we are all valuable, and we all have a place to belong.